Hi everyone. Today I shall discuss about the electric field intensity due to a uniformly charged conducting sphere or due to uniformly charged spherical cell. हम आज किसी आवेशित चालक गोले के द्वारा वैद्युत क्षेत्र कितना उत्पन्न होता है उसको ज्ञात करेंगे. Let this be a conducting sphere of the radius capital R and on its surface charge is given plus q. Therefore, surface charge density sigma equals q upon a equals q upon 4 pi r square. This is the surface charge density of this charge conducting sphere. माना ये एक कैपिटल आर त्रिज्या का गोला है जो चालक है जिस पर आवेश प्लस क्यू दिया गया है. अतः इसका आवेश पृष्ठ घनत्व होगा सिग्मा इक्वल्स क्यू अपॉन ए इक्वल्स क्यू अपॉन 4 पाई आर स्क्वायर. ए इज द surface area, that is 4 pi r square. Let electric field is to be determined at a point P outside of this conducting charged sphere. इस आवेशित चालक गोले के बाहर स्थित किसी बिंदु P पर वैद्युत क्षेत्र को ज्ञात करना है. As we know very well, if we want to determine the electric field at any point, then we at first must draw the Gaussian surface. So we draw the Gaussian surface, and this is a spherical Gaussian surface which is symmetric. Therefore, electric field at every point on the Gaussian surface will be equal. चूँकि बिंदु P से होकर खींचा गया ये गॉसियन पृष्ठ गोलीय गॉसियन पृष्ठ है, अतः इस पर स्थित प्रत्येक बिंदु पर वैद्युत क्षेत्र की तीव्रता समान होगी. माना इस बिंदु P के चारों ओर एक सूक्ष्म एरिया एलिमेंट dA है. सपोज dA to be area element about the point P, and if we draw the perpendicular to this area element, then it is just parallel to the direction of the electric field which is produced due to this positively charged conducting sphere. Pay attention. The charge given to this positively charged sphere will be distributed uniformly on its external surface, and it we have just a uniformly charged spherical non-conducting cell. जब आप इस चालक गोले को आवेशित करते हैं तो इसका संपूर्ण आवेश इसके बाह्य पृष्ठ पर समान रूप से वितरित हो जाता है, और इस प्रकार चालक गोले को आवेश देने पर यह ठीक अचालक गोलीय कोश की भांति व्यवहार करता है. So the electric field at the point P, which is outside of the sphere, suppose this distance from here to point P, that is small r. Therefore, electric flux closed surface integration scalar product of the electric vector and area vector equals phi e. This is first equation. Now by Gauss theorem, electric flux phi E equals 1 upon epsilon naught times of the charge enclosed. इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स इस पृष्ठ से संबद्ध जो है उसका मान घिरे हुए आवेश Q का 1/epsilon गुना है. From these two equations we get E dA cos theta is here 0 because these two are directed in the same direction, or these two are parallel to each other, or these two are coincident to each other. Therefore angle between the direction of the electric field and area vector is the 0. Therefore E A equals 1 upon epsilon naught times of the charge Q, implies that E equals 1 upon epsilon naught Q upon capital A. And we know very well A is the area of this Gaussian surface, and area of this Gaussian surface is the area of this sphere. इस गॉसियन सरफेस का जो वैल्यू है वो स्मॉल आर त्रिज्या वाले गोले के पृष्ठ के बराबर है, अर्थात 4πr². Therefore we get electric field at a point located outside the charged sphere, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught times of the Q upon R square. Here value of A is 4 pi R square. Now if we consider the point P inside the sphere, suppose here or here, suppose here point P is considered here inside the sphere. इस गोले के अंदर बिंदु P पर वैद्युत क्षेत्र को ज्ञात करना. मान लीजिए यहाँ से यहाँ तक की दूरी स्मॉल r है. ये मीन्स small r is less than radius of the capital R, that is radius of the sphere. इस small r की वैल्यू गोले की त्रिज्या r से कम है. ऐसी स्थिति में बिंदु P के चारों ओर एक सूक्ष्म एरिया एलिमेंट खींचा, and draw a area element about the point P. Now draw the perpendicular to this. This will be direction of the area element, that is dA, area vector, and this will be the direction of the electric field also, due to this positively charge this one, but both are in the same direction, therefore theta will be 0. Therefore electric flux phi equals closed surface integration scalar product of electric vector and area vector this will be 4 pi r square directly. I am putting, in fact this will be E into A. Therefore phi E comes out to be 4 pi r square. Now we get electric flux phi equals E into 4 pi r square. This is the direction of the area vector and direction of the electric field which is produced due to this positively charged sphere, and angle between electric field direction and area vector direction, that is 0. Now by Gauss theorem, one upon epsilon naught times of the charge enclosed. Second equation, first equation. From first and second, from equation 1 and equation 2 we get E equals 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q. What is Q? Charge enclosed closed surface, and this closed surface is this Gaussian surface, means that is inner Gaussian surface. If we see here, this is the inner Gaussian surface and charge Q is distributed uniformly over the surface of the sphere. Charge does not exist inside the sphere, therefore charge inside the inner Gaussian surface will be 0. Therefore this charge Q equals 0. Therefore electric field E inside the sphere will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square multiplied by 0 equals 0. Therefore electric field inside a charged conducting sphere, or you can say due to uniformly charged spherical cell, will be 0. This is most important. Electric field inside the conducting sphere or uniformly charged spherical cell will be 0. Okay, thanks. The detail is given here. Here, the electric field outside and inside is given. This is the electric field inside, that is 0. Therefore, electric field inside the sphere, that is 0, and electric field outside at any charged sphere does not become 0. It exists and it's equal to the 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught times of the Q upon R squared. Okay, thanks for watching the video.